Just before we get into the video, here are the rules. Make sure you familiarise yourself if you don't already know them. If not, feel free to skip ahead to the video. Let's get into the video. What is up, guys? It's SFX Fan here, and welcome back to the second episode of my series called Oscar at the Oscars. Now, last episode I left you guys with 5 upgrades to make, and Charlie Giles, as you can see on screen now, made these upgrades. These are the people that he chose. First choice, he chose McLuffin. I've probably butchered that name, but he cost 450 coins, got good pace at 77, and I'm looking forward to using him. He looks quite a good player. The second position is left back with Stephen Hendry. He cost 300, the cheapest player in the players that I bought today. He's the only rare bronze, so I had to buy him. There was no real other choice. Then in centre mid we have a Josh Onoma, who looks actually quite exciting to use. Like, he's got good pace. I haven't seen him before, so I'm looking forward to using him. He, I think, was the most expensive at 850, so I'm hoping for good things from him. In the right wing position, I've got Kiwomia. I've probably butchered that as well. He cost 750. The only real stat that he's got around him is probably pace, so I've just got to run up the wings with him just over and over again with that 93 pace of his. And then the final position is Ambrose, who I've seen before, and he looks very good. 83 pace, good shooting for a bronze. Cost me 550, which I'm willing to spend because I've heard he's a very good player. Last episode we played 2 games. We lost the first one 3-0, but went on to win the second one 4-0. And this is the look at the divisions at the moment. We are currently holding with 3 points. So if we win both the games today, which I hope we do, we should get promotion, and then hopefully in the next episode after that we can get the title, which will then mean we can have more coins to spend on players and an extra upgrade for winning that title. So let's get into the first game. Into the first game we go, and this guy we're playing is called Ezkeller Trecht. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not really too sure, but this is his team, as you can see now, and as you can see, it's simply a starter team. So that is sort of a motive for me to be more clinical in my finishing and just simply win the game, get it over and done with, get some upgrades to make, and strengthen up our team. So hopefully this will be an easy win. I'm just fingers crossed that this guy is not an amazing player and I don't end up losing loads. Straight from kickoff, this guy has his first attack. After playing quite a lot of passing it around, I tackled him a couple of times in the attack, but he passed it around quite well. Played one free ball, in he went, and then he hit the post, which was actually really close. And at this point I realised that this guy might actually be a lot better than I originally thought. He then got another attack in the 23rd minute. He knocked it around for a bit, and then my defender tripped up over nothing. My keeper came out, and then he put it across my keeper and sweated it in to make it 1-0. And I'm not really sure what happened there. My defenders just fell over each other, and then he managed to score. In my first attack, I had a throwing on the left-hand side. I then played it to Onoma, who played it to Oscar. Oscar then played a quick 1-2 with Ambrose, and then took a shot with his left foot, which he really should have done better with, and I should have scored there and had 1 upgrade on the list. At this point, Oscar then gets the ball again and plays a great through ball to Ambrose. Ambrose then one-on-one with the keeper, tries to finesse it round, but good save from his keeper prevents this from happening, to prevent us from going 1-1 once again. And then he suddenly gets an attack out of pretty much nothing. After me having quite a few attacks, he gets an attack randomly, plays one free ball and slots it into the bottom right corner from a finesse shot, which my keeper really should have done better with. He sort of just flopped on the floor, and that was half time. Nothing really else happened except from those 2 chances from me and those 2 goals from him. And as you can see on your screen now, the stats, I really didn't deserve to be losing at halftime 2-0. Like, the stats are pretty even. We both had 3 shots. He had just had 1 more shot on target, meaning he had scored from both of his shots on target. And this is something I really wasn't happy with, because I really didn't deserve to be 2-0 down. And I was getting quite annoyed from being 2-0 down at this point. I then get an opportunity once again with Oscar on the ball, who takes a finesse shot and it's heading in straight into the top right corner, but his keeper makes a magnificent save. He then gets an attack in the 64th minute of the second half. He plays a quick 1-2 with one of his players. He then crosses it into the back post where a player was there, and he simply put it into an open goal because my keeper had decided to go walkies. I don't know where he was going, but then he just chipped it in and made it 3-0. And at this point I sort of realised the game was over. I just wanted to get at least one upgrade from this game. Oscar then got the ball once again. He takes a shot, and once again it's heading in top left corner. Yet his bronze keeper, may I remind you, once again pulled off a magnificent save. He then got an attack in the 90th minute, played a quick 1-2 with his player, sweated it across my keeper to make it 4-0. And at this point, once again, I knew it was over. It's the 90th minute, I'm losing 4-0, and I'm just really disappointed in myself for being so far down from a starter team, and he wasn't even really a good player. The one thing that I could possibly blame it on, which I'm not going to, but I'll just mention it anyway, was the fact that there was a lot of lag. Looking at the player ratings, none of my players got man of the match as expected. Also, looking at the stats, which you can see on your screen now, we pretty much had the exact same stats, except from the one thing which I had better than him, which was possession, where I had 52% possession to his 48. So I really shouldn't have. I didn't really deserve to be 4-0 down in that game. So there was confirmation of the loss. Let's head into the second game to amend our loss. Heading into the second game now, as you can see, his team is once again a full rare gold BPL team, except from his keeper, which is just a random rare bronze, which I don't know why he's got in there. But I don't know why I keep on coming up against these full rare gold BPL teams in Division 10. It's not something you see on a regular basis in Division 10, and I'm hoping that I don't come up in any more opportunities against these teams. And at this point he gets his first attack in the 5th minute, and a simple crossfield ball from Benteke to one of his players. Takes a shot, my keeper pulls off a good save, yet it simply comes out to Benteke once again, who can simply just head it in to make it 1-0 in the 6th minute, which really wasn't a good start carrying on from last game. He then gets another attack in the 37th minute. Roberto Firmino on the ball puts it through to Benteke, who with the outside of his foot curls it into the bottom left corner to make it 2-0 in the 37th minute. And I really was disappointed with myself once again for this horrific defending that I was doing, and I really shouldn't be 2-0 down so quickly, especially as this is Division 10. I'm playing against beginners in the game, and I'm getting really annoyed at myself at this point. And once again he goes through, 40th minute this time, with Benteke once again to make it his hat-trick, slots it into the bottom left, and I'm 3-0 down. And I've just sort of carried on my performance from the last game into this game, where I was playing absolutely appalling, and now I'm playing appalling again, and I'm losing 3-0 in the second game. And I'm sort of letting you guys down, so I don't really expect to get the win at this point, but I'm just going to try and get a few upgrades. At this point Oscar gets the ball and turns and puts a finesse shot straight into the top right corner. So there you go guys, that is one upgrade for you guys to make already, and that's sort of just amending my earlier mistakes. Despite I'm still losing, I'm now 1 goal to the good, so that means that I have one upgrade for you guys to make with that Oscar goal. Coming into half time, looking at the stats as you can see on your screen now, I did deserve to be losing by the amount I was. I'd had 2 shots to his 9, and I had had 2 shots on target to his 6. Despite it really didn't feel like he was dominating. As the stats you can see, he is dominating very clearly. Early on in the second half, Eriksson on the ball knocked it out wide to Iturbe, who then knocked it back to Eriksson, who turned, put it across, and then I think that's Roberto Firmino, put it in the goal, left foot into the top left corner to make it 4-1. And once again, I'm losing by 3 goals after sort of making up for it. And I still realise at this point I can't make a comeback. Like, it's literally impossible from 4-1. And we are now in the 68th minute. Moa on the ball knocks it to Oscar, who then knocks it forward to Ambrose, playing a quick 1-2 with him, receives the ball back, and then takes a shot into the post, onto the left post. It goes in, off the post, and in. And this was actually a really good goal in the replay, as you can see here. Oscar collects the ball outside the box, takes it in, and then posting in. It's actually a pretty good finish from him. So that's a second upgrade. So despite I'm losing 4-2, there's still a silver lining on this cloud. Moa on the ball then played it to Oscar again, who then cut inside and then put a beautiful finish into the top right corner with a finesse to make it 4-3 in the 90th minute. So I actually managed to make up quite a lot of ground at the end. From 4-1 down, I managed to go to 4-3, getting 3 assists from a hat-trick with Oscar. So that's 3 upgrades for you guys to make already. And at this point, this is full time. Sorry, I've lost 4-3, but it doesn't really matter too much because I've still got 3 upgrades and 6 games to back myself up on in the divisions. So I should still be able to win the title. And there you go. There's Oscar winning man of the match with a 9.4 rating. So I asked you guys last time whether or not you want me to make that an upgrade or not. Please do leave a comment whether or not you want that to be an upgrade. I also got 3 goals with Oscar, so that means 3 upgrades. So there are the stats, and I still was sort of dominated. So the 4-3 was sort of it was deserved for him to win that game. And there's confirmation of the 4-3 loss. And I've still got 6 games to make it up. So hopefully I'll still be able to win the title and move myself into Division 9. But there is 3 upgrades for you guys to make, and I'll quickly go back to the team so you can see what upgrades you can make. So 3 upgrades from from non-rare bronze to rare bronze for you guys to make. Make sure you do leave them in the comments, and if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe for more content just like this, and I'll see you on another video very soon.